Hopefully, here we go. We're live after, what's that, 10-15 minutes, guys and girls? Roughly about 10-15 minutes. I'd say probably about 10 minutes at least, or just under 10 minutes. Because at least that way it'd be 10 minutes. So I'm doing it from two perspective views. That's why I'm looking from one camera to the next here as well. So that's why I've got two cameras set up. Alright, so if I go back in here into my session, alright, so I go back to the camera settings. Alright, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing. Make sure my mic's working. I think my mic should be working. 1, 2. Alright. So yeah, looks like I'm officially live on the webcam. Yo, yeah, Churchill 14, you alright, mate? How you doing? So I've got two cameras set up at the moment. One over here, just in case I pick up anything. So you can choose between, well, not choose between two cameras, but because that one's not live, the one I've got over here. This is the Sony Alpha 6300. This is attached to my 50mm. So if there's any sort of ghosting going on, yeah, it's doing well, man. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, man. How are you anyway? You doing good? Hope so. Anyway, are we doing all right? Let us know anyway. So yeah, so we've got two cameras on here, guys. I guess got this Sony one I'm using on this one, which I'm pointing at you guys and girls on that one, which I'll be uploading to a second video. And then I've got my webcam here. I need to try and get the Brio webcam, which is 4K and all that. So, because this is 1080p and it's kind of grainy as well, very grainy. I mean, you can only do so much with the coloring and all the basics and all that. Anyway, so what we're going to do is, it is just coming up to 11 o'clock. Actually, gone 11 o'clock, 6 minutes past actually 11. I'm looking on my laptop. For some reason, my clock on the other side's only just turned 11 o'clock. Had football, yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, and it's to say next time, just come over and just for a few seconds or something, just say hi and all that. I'm good anyway. I'm all friendly, so not like a lot of these other YouTubers where they sometimes they shake people's hands and then they just want like they feel disgusted and all that. To be honest, I'm one of those like friendly ones. And I don't know, to be honest, when they say, oh, well, I've got these people that I've seen him, he's on YouTube, he's famous and all that. To be honest, or I'd say, or a superstar or something, or whatever that they say. Thing is, I don't think anyone's a superstar. They're just, everyone's a human being. And I just like myself, I like just doing YouTube videos and all that. So it's pretty good to do all these YouTube videos. And even if I do get famous at some point and get like a shit ton of money, I'm still just going to be myself, because there's no point actually being someone else when you've got loads of money and all that. It's just not me at all. So anyway, so we're going to try it and see if we can actually get any spirits through the box today, the spirit box. So I've got this spirit box here. This is more like a sort of a radio frequency. But with radio frequencies, like this one, guys and girls. Where's that? I don't know, see if I can get this in. Can we get this in focus? Yeah, there we go. Got that pretty much in, I'd say, in focus. And then we've got this as well. This is my sound recorder for picking up stuff. And also, I've got my little microphone, which I got on the bought off Amazon. This actually cost me, this little radio here cost me, I think it was like 80 quid. Yeah, that break video soon. Yeah, definitely will, man. I'm just waiting for it. But I wouldn't try and sort of like, I mean, I would like to get viral, do my channels and stuff and like for videos. But but I'm just gonna still keep myself and right to myself. And I mean, I interact with people, and if people come up to me and they know me, I'll just say hello and all that because I'm always friendly and stuff. I don't like to be ignorant and all that. Like a lot of these superstars or YouTubers are like sometimes from time to time, but it's the way it goes. I think it's just the way they've been brought up. All right. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna put it on FM. 100 milliseconds. Yeah, 100 milliseconds. So if you can hear that, that's actually like sort of the white noise coming through. Where is it? Yeah, that's white noise. So basically, I've got to put that one in a second. So I want to make sure I've got enough power. Yeah, I've got enough power in my phone and all that. Got around about 80%. Right, that's on. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I need to get Sainsbury's at some point to actually sponsor me. That'd be quite cool if they did actually, because I'm always promoting their foods and stuff. To be honest, I find Tesco's is a little bit more sort of not wanting to be advertised. They obviously they've got their own sort of advertisements going on, but the thing is, there needs to be like sort of a people sort of advertisement going on, where the people advertise them. In a sense, it will be a lot easier for people because us people are the ones who actually buys the foods and eats the foods. Obviously, they do as well. They buy them, but I don't know if they go to their own supermarkets and buy foods, or if they go to another supermarket. So it's one day I saw because I was across the road and I was sitting next to a shop which is a Bookies next door, and it's strange. One of the people that works at Corals went over to I think it was what's that other one? It was across the road in the boulevard. Best yeah, diet based meals for like £5. Yeah, that'd be quite cool. Definitely. I mean, to be honest, you want to turn into a rabbit, just eat rabbit food and all that, like lettuce and cucumber and cabbages and all that. That'd be quite cool. Um, but yeah, I've noticed like with these sort of bookies as well, they can't the people, the managers that want to go and play on the bookies or on the actual machines, they go over to the other bookies because they're not allowed to do that in their own bookies place. And it's strange, really, actually. Yeah, Christopher, how you doing, man? How you doing? So just doing another. I was going to do it tomorrow on Monday, do another ghost box session, but I thought I'd do it today. So yeah, let's see if we can get any spirits coming through. All right, and I've got my better microphone on today. I've got the siren, so it's much clearer. All right, if there's any spirits here with us today, could you come forward and say hello? Is there any spirits here with us today? If there's any spirits here with us that want to communicate, friendly spirits from the other side, come forward, tell us your name. Oh, she's doing fine. She's sleeping at the moment. Is there any spirits here with us today? Oh. Wow. Could you tell us your name? The spirit just said yes. Could you come forward and say, tell me your name? Could you come forward, tell us your name? The spirit that said yes. Could you come forward and tell us your name? If there is any spirits here, I've just communicated. How many spirits are there here with us today? How many spirits are there with us today? Sound like 10. Is there 10 spirits here with us today, or less? Can we get a confirmation of 10 spirits? Did he come forward? Tell us how many spirits there is? I said 8 then. 8, 10. Right, let's do that in a minute. I'll replay that back, because you can usually... let's put the other microphone in a second, because I had to swap them over and plug it, because this one on the port here, it's got a microphone and a headphone jack. Now once I plug that into the headphone jack just here, so just that, that becomes the new microphone, the headset. So listen. Yeah, that is a lot of spirits, definitely. Oh no, I've got this on too. Got on too slow. Where's it? Where's normal speed? There we go. I had it on slow motion. Bartender, right? Is there any spirits here with us today? Oh. There we go. Hang on. Is there any spirits here with us today? Let's see if we can. See if we can slow that down. Is there any spirits here with us today? Oh. Slow down a bit more. So no, I don't. Is there any spirits here with us today? Oh, so we just had like a yes on there then. So that's the second, well actually that's the first time that I got an actual really good response. Yeah, it sounds like a trend, doesn't it? I mean, it's it's actually technically white noise. Yeah, technically white noise. So I'm gonna just turn this down a minute. Now, what white noise is, I don't know if you've seen the film with Michael Keaton where he loses his wife. She gets killed. Yeah, change the frequency. I definitely am. So I need to try and. Right. I'm gonna put the frequency. Well, it's called sweep rate, which is actually the frequency. I'll put it at 250 milliseconds. And put it in. I'm gonna put it in reverse. Is there any spirits here with us today that want to communicate with us? If there's any spirits here that want to communicate, come forward, say yes or no. Sound like a low noise then? like a yes, but like really low. Is there any spirits here with us today? The Big Bang, yeah. Let's have a look. I thought I just heard something then. Like We Are or something along the lines. Hang on. That's weird. Hang on. Put this back in a minute. It's just near the end of the last bit. In between the 40 seconds. There's any spirits here that want to communicate? Come forward, say yeah, I'm no. Really getting to do more a lot now. Sounds like a low noise then. Like a yes, but like really low. Hang on, let's have a look. Actually, if you hear that, it sounded like yes, but really close. Let's say this. Sounded like a low noise then. Really low. Yes, but like really low. Is there any spirits here with us today? The Big Bang, yeah. That was weird. Yeah, there's some stuff that comes through on there. Oh, Les, no. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I can't get quite a few coming in there. That's sure, that's good. Sorry, it's just my mum I'm talking to. Alright, guys, it goes well on the other one I'm doing. I've got 2 cameras I've got on at the moment, so you can see them from different perspective views. So if we get any sort of spirit orbs in here and stuff with us today. So yeah, if there's any spirits here with us today, do come forward, come and use all our energy or some of our energy to try and communicate with us, and also to try and show us that you're here with us in the spirit side. We would love to communicate with you. And I definitely would. I'm hoping you guys and girls as well give some positive energy out there. Yeah, it sounds like a chopper. I mean, that's what white noise. But the film I watched before, really good. Actually, came up with the original. There was this original guy who came up with a device which he could use and manipulate to actually hear the spirits of his dead wife through. And I think it was the first ever EVP, electric voice phenomena box sort of thing, ITC box. And it's when he first came up with it. It was extraordinary. And a lot of people keep debunking these, but it's strange. Sometimes you get a really responsive, straight off answer to some of these as well. And it's really intriguing. Right, if there's any spirits here with us today, come forward, tell us your name. Is there any spirits here who would like to communicate with us on the spirit world? If there's any spirits here that want to communicate, come forward and say hello. Come forward, say hello if you want. Any friendly spirits here? Any bad, evil spirits are not wanted in this house. So any of the spirits can keep them all away, all the good spirits. Can push them all back. You want positive energy and not negative energy. Yeah, I was saying about going to the graveyards and all that, because I've got all my ITC equipment with me. But I went to, if there's any spirits here with us, come forward, tell us your name. Is there any spirits here that want to communicate? Any spirits here with us? Probably say this is all then. Let's have a look. It's right near the end. It's windy as hell outside as well. Actually, You should go to such a grave. Actually, I went to because it's my dad's 81st birthday this year, and he would have been 81 this year. And also last year, because it was his 80th birthday, went to the graveyard and I did a sort of an EVP stuff to see if I could communicate with my dad and stuff on the other side. Was that don't go digging up any graves? Yeah, definitely, man. Try and keep all the bodies down at least, anyway. But anyway, so I went to my dad's grave last year for his 80th birthday, and I took my mum there. It was an okay-ish day. I think it was quite a little bit chilly, wasn't it? But it wasn't no wind. There was not any wind and that stuff. It was a bit cold, but no wind at all. And I went to do the EVP, and then there was a couple of women cross over to the other side of the graveyard. And I was thinking maybe they were probably part of the grave area where the actual graveyard and all that, trying to keep it and all that. And then suddenly I went to finish my EVP and stuff because I didn't really get anything on it. But when I was doing the EVP, and I actually noticed at that time when I was just about to leave, this woman comes over and she said, "Oh, was you taking any pictures and stuff of the graves and stuff?" Because she said, "Oh, you're not supposed to do that around here and all that." And I was thinking, actually, technically, it's public, so it's actually to the people. And seeing my dad's actually in that graveyard and all that. Yeah, but seeing Dad was at that graveyard, and you paid for his grave and all that. Technically, we could have just took a picture and videos of it.
What can she do? Because I paid for that.
Yeah, but apparently, I don't know if they've got new rules or certain regulations or something, but you should be able to record in a graveyard. And obviously, some people would think it's disrespectful, but not to your own father and all that, and try to see if there's any spirits there and all that kind of stuff.
Husband.
Yeah, and your own husband, yeah. So, yeah, but I didn't get anything on that day, but would have liked to, actually. Would have liked to have got something through. But there was actually, I noticed there was a dead bird on that day in there. There was one of those dead crows in there. And usually, a dead crow inside of a graveyard is usually something strenuous. It usually says something. There's usually something attached to it. Nosy people should mind their own business. So yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. That's why I always try, because what I'm doing, I don't know how the stream is on here, if this is a good picture or not, because I'm using the 1080p one.
I'll never forget, we were sitting there one day, and these two women come along with those two boys.
Yeah.
And this one, she said she believes in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And her husband died, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And she said it was Christmas, and she decided not to do anything. To let the kids, just forget about their granddad for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this one little kid.
Yeah, he looked like really sort of like someone else got into him or something.
He just looked at us.
And smiled.
And he smiled.
Yeah, that smile.
And it was just as though this little kid knew all about it, isn't it?
Yeah, so maybe his granddad or something got inside the kid and took him over and stuff and had that spirit. Because you hear sometimes about possessions where people get possessed.
But
to now, you asked of them, they know Rom future or not. Yeah, to a future. What's this? Now you asked of them that they know from what future or not? Oh, what if they know the future?
We don't really know, do we?
Oh, they know. Yeah. They say they know the future, don't they? Spirits and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. It's like it's kind of weird, but apparently they know sometime. I mean, was it one of your family members? Was it lost? Was it her husband or something? And they, the psychic woman knew where the money was or something. There was something to do with money.
Oh yeah, that was my great grandmother.
Yeah. And
what happened? She had
Is that the one where she tried to choke her husband or something with a pot of tea and tried to ram it down his throat?
No.
I'm thinking, what the hell is going on?
No, I'm on about the other one.
Which one?
Minnie.
Oh yeah, Minnie. Yeah.
And it was so odd.
Oh.
She just did not know where this money was.
Oh.
And they went to this church.
Yeah.
And they'd done this like spiritual thing afterwards.
Yeah.
And
A
she
spirit medium.
Yeah, she decided to stay because she wasn't one who believed, you know.
Yeah.
And they looked everywhere for this money.
Yeah.
Anyway, what happened? This spiritist person, he came out and he called out their name.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, you've been looking for this money,
Yeah.
and we'll tell you where it is."
Mm.
And they told her where it was.
The next minute, what they find
And
it
they went back and looked where it was.
in the exact same place.
And it was in the exact place. But it was so funny because what happened of Jim, like my great grandfather, what he'd done, he had some money and he was hiding it.
Yeah.
And what he was doing this like betting or something.
Betting.
Yeah.
And he was winning like horse racing and all that stuff.
He was doing a bit of betting and he hid it, you know, for his race.
Yeah.
So they found it.
Bloody hell. Interesting.
Yeah, it was.
But also, was it that I thought you said one of the wives or something found her husband just lying in a chair or something, one of our family members, and then she thought he was still alive, and she thought giving him a nice cut.
That was my other great grandmother. Oh, she was brilliant.
She thought he was such alive, so she started rubbing a cup of tea down his throat.
She found him, you know, there. And what
like lying on in a chair or something, or bed.
In a chair, I suppose. It might be the bed. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was in a chair actually.
Yeah.
Because I was only little anyway. And my great grandmother, that's who it was. She was lovely. She was.
Yeah.
She was so
they knew where it was, the money and stuff. So basically, it says so it's 100% yes or no. He doesn't know, or he's not sure.
He's not sure.
Where the money was, basically, guys. Where the money is.
When they went to this stayed at the church, they stayed at this place afterwards where they'd done like spirituals.
Yeah,
and they called her name out and said, "The money you've been looking for," and she hadn't told anybody. She said, "The money you are looking for is in this certain place, right?" Yeah. And what they done,
which they didn't know where it was beforehand. No, that's what I'm on about.
They've been looking everywhere for it, right?
Yeah.
And what they done, they looked at that place and they found it.
So the psychic helped them and all that.
What happened was that my great grandmother, my great grandfather, right? Yeah. What he done, he was hiding it.
Yeah, it sounds like the mystery of the Oak Island.
What he was doing, he was hiding it because what he did not tell them. He was using that for his betting. Yeah,
he was trying. Is his like little sort of secret stash?
Little secret. Anyway, they went and they searched where they'd been told, and it was there.
Yeah. So
my other great grandmother.
I think they know because I saw a clip about a man play cards with ghosts, and ghosts know the cards. Yeah, they knew the cards.
But my other great grandmother, you were on about. What she done, she was lovely. I mean, both my great grandparents were lovely. Yeah. I adored them both. But this one, what happened?
Well, Granddad, he's like nearly 93. He's getting old now, but he's still going.
This great grandmother was brilliant, actually. Yeah. As I said, and my other great grandmother, they were both lovely. But this one, she was so worried. She saw him sitting there, and she was saying, "Come on, wake up!" Yeah. And she just thought he was asleep.
Yeah, she thought he was asleep, so she thought he needed a cup of tea, so she wrote around that pot of tea down him.
She got this teapot, what she made this tea for, and she tried to, force it down him.
Choke him down.
He was already dead. It was so sad. And I was so sorry, and the other thing, what really...
Yeah, but what cup of tea did he have, though? I mean, what did she try and throw down him? Not one, isn't Twinings, I don't think.
And I mean, this really, really upset me.
Maybe some PG tips?
Well, I did not know, see, because my great-grandmother, my great-grandson, I did not know they were my great-grandparents, and I was never told, so I just called him, my grandmother, I called her Kate, and I called him Fred. Yeah. I thought he was my uncle. I said, Uncle Fred, And then after he died, I was told, right, it wasn't my uncle, it was my
granddad.
But I get annoyed because I never knew it. And I feel as though I was always brought up like to my own grandmother and granddad. I used to call them mum and dad.
Churchill said to say hi from him. He goes,
hi there. But you see, it's like my actual grandmother and granddad.
Yeah.
I was always taught, because I was like, well, I was supposed to be the first grandchild they had, but I found out it was another one, but they never talked about her because they had to put her away in them days.
Yeah. And, well, they thought she was crazy or something.
No. It's because in them days, you were not allowed to have children without being married.
Yeah.
And if you did, you had to go to be grandparents or go to a home. Or
Mothers care baby home sort of thing.
No, it's what they used to do years ago.
Yeah, like a nunnery sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, this one, my grandmother, I was always told to call her mum and the other one dad. Well, I never knew that. They were my grandparents.
Yeah.
So there was me going down calling them mum and dad. Then one of my friends said to me one day, I saw them in town, and I called out and said, hi, mum, dad. And my friend, she said to me, what are you calling them mum and dad for? She said, we already know who your mum and dad is. And I said, wow, I've been told to call them mum and dad.
Yeah.
But then I found out that my grandmother had wanted me to call her mum, while my granddad was upset because I was calling him dad, but he should have been granddad because he told my family.
So he got insulted.
So that's how I found out. And my other cousin, who was died, she was in her 80s, and she said, well, although you've been calling them mum and dad, she said, your grandmother wanted you to call her mum, but the granddad, he wanted you to call him granddad, but he never said nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so
I'll tell you, my mum's got a lot of bloody stories. She has a lot going back to like her childhood and all that.
Oh, it was so
tell your mum I said hello. I will send her a box of chocolates and some flowers in the post.
Who's that?
Oh, Christopher.
Oh, he's a darling, aren't you, Christopher?
Well, you better not let your girlfriend know about it. Saying you're chatting up an old 70-year-old woman.
I'm not 70 yet.
Oh, no. Actually, you're not 70, are you? 156.
I'm 68. Don't forget it.
68 times 6. My God, you're old. Just a joke.
Yeah, but these stories, I can tell you, they're not stories. They're what really happened.
Real life happened.
Yeah, but I can't say, you know.
Yeah. We'll put all that in. Well, she'll come up with her own book and stuff.
We are eventually.
Yeah, write a book about it.
At the moment, my dad is 93 this year.
Yeah, and he's still going strong.
And although I've got a lot of problems about the way I was brought up.
Yeah.
I will not say anything.
He says same age as his mum. Crazy.
But with me, I will not upset my dad.
Yeah.
Because he don't deserve it, do he?
Actually, you said I think you're 33, is it, soon? Because I'm 32 soon, so.
Who's that?
Oh, Christopher. I think he said the other day he was like 33.
I thought he said...
Unless it's 34, I don't know.
No, I thought he said about your age, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm on about, 33, 32, something like that. Round about the same age. So that's pretty crazy as well.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to write the biggest book out. And my book, I've been told by a writer who would have done it, but he's had to go up to that place where the sun...
Oh, 32 on the 22nd of March.
Yeah.
And then one's the 17th on St. Patrick's Day.
On Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
But I've been told by 2 people that my book, if I wrote it out and got them to publish it, it would be bigger than Jordan's.
Of
Katie Price.
Yeah.
And if she wants to tell some stories about her life, I got them bigger than hers.
Yeah, but you're not a supermodel, are you?
Well, I could have been. I mean, it was really funny.
I'll tell you, there's some pictures I've been doing recently with the camera, and actually doing sort of portraits of my mum, and I've put them on like on YouTube and also Facebook. I'm doing like sort of my own videos on them.
It's funny actually, because when I had my first child, that's the one that died. I was out one day. It's really funny. I was walking along in Cheltenham, along the London road.
Yeah, London road.
And this big flashy car comes along, and then this bloke comes out, and he says to me, I can make you a model. And he said, I've got everything to show you. He said, you know, I said, you know what you can do, mate? Take
I can jog on.
Yeah. And he said, but you're so beautiful, because I was gorgeous in them days, wasn't I? That's what you said, my kids said.
Well, you had those two front teeth of yours. You look like a Bugs Bunny.
And all my kids, they said to me, no, we never knew you were like that. And I said, well, I was young in them days. But I was told.
And it's a very hard question for me that spirits that say I'm alive, it's how I don't understand he or she know if did getting out his ghost of bodies can say with EVPs. Well, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I suppose thing is with spirits, they can communicate sort of through devices just like this and stuff, like radio frequencies. But their language is different, so they have to. I think because they're behind, so they're more slower than our world. We're more like our own language. The spirit world would be a different language, but for them to communicate, they have to do it through electronics and devices. What's this? Katie Price and her bookend size slice.
Well, it is one.
Yeah, definitely size slice.
I'm not saying who it is. Anthony knows who it is, but he's going to keep his mouth shut. But
there was some person with same names and stuff trying to chat you up.
Yeah, I'm on about.
A while back.
Yeah, I'm on about that one. Yeah, and I know that person she was involved with was in the town where I live. Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't know if it was. It could have been someone else with the same name.
Be.
So it might be just a coincidence.
No, actually, it's this one.
Because he's always going after like older women.
Anthony knows this, and I know. I'll just say about it, but this was when I was walking. Anthony knows who it is. He's going to keep his mouth shut, and the same as I did, right? He knows, and he knows that I could have had a rock star.
He could have.
And you know,
but now he's dead now.
And I know. And what did he use?
Because they used to travel down in Western a lot.
Yeah, and when he went, and what happened every time he went on tour? What does he bring you back?
Looks like some dodgy aftershave or something.
It gave him
looked like something falling off the back of the bloody lorry.
And he was gorgeous. And then...
Yeah, and then he had bad leg problems.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't have him. Oh. And then there was another time when...
It looked like deep vein thrombosis.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't have him, because that's what your dad had. Then, years ago, there was another one. Well, I'm not saying...
Who was it? Who was it? Oh, she can't say and all that.
No, because it's private, because I find few things out about him. And then there was another one, right, in my town, who I was involved with. But we
DMTs.
we can't say about the other one either, because somebody has been trying to find something out, and they're not going to find out.
No.
But he was one of my best mates, but I'm not saying who it is.
No. Anyway, with DMTs, the chemicals, they're actually natural in the brains. It's like when we're sleeping at night times, you get like sort of the chemical of DMT in your brain anyway, which is actually makes you hallucinate. It's hallucinogen sort of chemicals. But you don't really need, you should show us old pictures of you and your mum. Love to see your young pictures of your mum in her prime and what you look like as a nipper. Well, to be honest, with a couple of my ones going back to when I was a baby, actually got bloody destroyed in a fire, which is a shame. Absolutely really flipping terrible. And then the ones I had recently, I've got to try and find those. I'll put them in like a sort of a photo album, and my red one, and it's around somewhere. And I've got a couple of them, but that's when I was like, what's that, 5, 6, 7? Not when I was baby though.
No,
I think
they got destroyed.
I don't know if granddad had any, because I thought he might have some of me when I was little.
Yeah, he might do, but I have to wait for the,
Yeah, so you never know. Actually, I might do some pictures, probably a couple of days if I can find my photo album, because I actually recorded some, because my granddad gave me a few pictures of you, didn't he? And I blew them up and all that.
Yeah, but I'm sure that there was a couple of you when you were little, wasn't it?
Huh? Oh no, when I was meeting Father Christmas, I got that somewhere.
And I'm about you with a pushchair, wasn't it?
Yeah, pushchair, and then you're on the seafront and all that, and I was with my reins on.
I've got some of those, but they're in a book somewhere.
Yeah, photo album and all that. But yeah, actually, right, let's get to. Actually, I want to see if my thing's still on my camera because I don't want that burning up. Hang on.
Yes,
I think the camera's gone off for some reason. Hang on, in a minute. Hang on. Right, otherwise I might have to finish off this one because I've got my wrestling coming on at 12 o'clock and it's 11:38. Actually, what we'll do one more, see if we can get one more and then I'll do it in a minute.
Yeah.
Alright, second. I want to see if for some reason, I think my camera's batteries just died on me. Right.
Oh, did you tell them all what happened last night?
Yeah.
Very odd.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Christopher. Right. Yesterday, when I finished the thing off last night, the last stream I did yesterday, well, actually, it was this morning, technically, because we're still in it was 4 o'clock this morning. You know that headset I bought, the bicycle helmet, the smart one. Yeah, well, you bought me for my birthday. Yeah, we got for Margot. Yeah, but you bought it for me for my birthday. Yeah, but you're not having it until your birthday. Yeah, so that's why I got it all wrapped up. Hasn't been touched. It was in the corner, right? And nothing had bumped into it or not, and it hadn't been switched on. Suddenly, I think it was on at the end of the last bit, like a few minutes, 2 minutes left into the live stream yesterday.
You kept hearing a voice, didn't you?
Yeah, because I kept hearing some voice, and I was wondering what the hell was going on. And I don't know if my microphone yesterday on this camera here picked it up at all, and if it did, that would be really freaky as hell. Anyway, so my headset yesterday, the bicycle helmet for the smart one, because it's got a GPS. Oh, pardon me. It's got a GPS built inside it, so it can find out where you are and how far the distance you're going and how many miles you're doing as well.
Christopher, this is what I need to know. You know when you heard that banging on the window last night? Was there any wind?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Was it what's this? In our religion, the summons of souls is very popular. Yeah, the summon of souls, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm Persian. I'm very happy for subscribe your channel. Yeah, cheers. Thank you. Is it Saeed PC? Is that how you say your name? Saeed. It's Saeid, is it? I think that would be Saeed. Because we had a friend from Iran, or was it Iran?
Yeah, he's Iranian, but he lived in our part, but then he's gone to Sweden to live.
Yeah, he's gone to Sweden. He's a doctor. Saeed, that's cool. I don't want to get your name wrong and offend you or anything like that.
Him and his wife got divorced, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm very sad about that.
Yeah.
Because he was a lovely guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, lovely man and all that. But I suppose they're just like most relationships, usually some arguments and all that kind of stuff, and the tension rises, and they have to get out of the relationship.
Part was, he used to come to me. And
I'll subscribe back to you as well and all that. Any way I can help and all that.
Anyway, Christopher, we want to know, last night when you had that ban on your window, it wasn't the wind or something, was it?
Right, no wind at all. No wind last night. Hardly no wind last night. Yeah, because we're wondering if it's the wind, it might have actually like banned on the window. But then again, wind normally doesn't ban against the window like that.
All right, now we know then.
So we know we can actually take that out now. We can actually say, look, no window.
Yeah, I meant to ask you.
But yeah, my helmet literally turned on, and it said battery is low, charge now, and all that.
Yeah, in a minute.
In a minute. You have to wait. So yeah, with the wind, it's kind of like really freaky as hell. Let me just do one more of this a second, so if I can get any more spirits coming through, and then I'll finish off here. Alright, I think my thing's gone off a minute. Alright, if there's any spirits here with us today, could you come forward and say hello? I am trying to communicate with the spirit world to see if there's any spirits are real, which we know are real, but we want to know if you could come through and prove it to us. Is there any spirits here with us today? If there is any spirits here with us today, come forward and tell us your name. Sound like no then. Is there any spirits here with us today? Sound like yes, then, like something shouting, like yes. They say you almost gave birth to an ostrich egg last when the window went. Wait, kidding, no, you guys, no kidding, you guys. If there's any spirits here with us today, come forward and say hello. Can you say hello? Oh, I want to do the board. What, the Ouija board? Oh, that's dangerous. If there's any spirits here with us, come forward, tell us your name. Can you come forward and say hello? Oh, hey, Darren. Stop it, will you? I know it's you at the door. Oh, bro, because my one brother, he thinks that spirits don't exist. He obviously thinks there's noises and banning noises and all that kind of stuff. Just thinks there's always something around to it.
And then the other one says you're stupid.
Yeah, and then the other ones think we're stupid and all that. But then it's kind of strange where there's been photographs of spirits from the spirit world where people are taking a photograph and there's or something in the woods or some sort of creature that they've seen and they can't explain, they can't debunk those sort of photos because they're really, really sort of undebunkable. No board, you're asking for problems then. Bad idea. No board. I
know what you can do. I know what you can do. That. Get a board and get one of the neighbours and do it in their house.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Get a Ouija board and then go to our next door neighbour's house and say, "Can we borrow?
Can we borrow?
Can we borrow a cup of sugar and then just leave the board in there?" Nah, I know, not that crazy.
Oh, I am.
It's not your idea, no, not my idea.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, with Ouija boards, I mean, I was saying to my mum, I mean, I've wanted to do a Ouija board, but there's that sort of demon on the board apparently called Zozo, right? And there's a lot of people saying that he's real or it's real. It's a demon, it's a monster or something, and it does harm. Now, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos with people doing it, things happening, and it looks really, really bullshit, to be honest, with like scratches on arms, blood coming from the mouth and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of
sort of... They always do it in somebody else's house.
No, but the thing is, I mean, they said the one with those Ouija boards, I think it's mostly just a sort of like a toy board, really, for kiddies board and all that, for kids, really, actually. But they say it's really dangerous. Oh, no, keyboard. A Ouija circular board. No keyboard. Oh, keyboard. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting, actually, keyboards. Actually, that'd be an idea, actually, with a keyboard. But anyway, I'm gonna finish off this stream because I've got that fucking wrestling in a minute.
Saeed, I want a box of chocolates and flowers off you as well.
You greedy bastard.
Yeah, I was just going to say I'm greedy.
Yeah, greedy bastard.
I love chocolates and I love flowers.
Yeah. I mean, everybody loves chocolates and flowers and all that. Not me especially, though.
A nice Easter egg would be good.
Anyway, yeah, cheers for subscribing and all that. It does help because I want to try and get there. I might do some like ones where I'm in the graveyard and all that and see if I can pick up any residue and spirits around the area. I want to go to some creepy ones. I know there's some up by Bristol. There's cemetery up there. Apparently it's one of the most haunted places up there. There's one where a bloke is supposed to, a boxer who died, and there's a sort of a statue of a dog up there as well. And apparently they reckon there's the dog is protecting his owner, the boxer, and all that.
I know what was funny.
So he says, send you a kiss instead.
All right, then. I know what was funny.
Yeah.
You went to one church, didn't you? And you were looking around. And then this
he said, now you know what to get her for Mother's Day.
And then this woman, it's really funny.
Yeah.
You were looking around the grave, weren't you?
Yeah.
And then this woman come up. And then she said to you, oh, can I give you my telephone number?
I said, no, I don't even have a telephone. It was like some old woman and she pissed up and all that.
Yeah, I know she was in her 50s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And she said, I'm in my 50s.
She said, I'll give you my telephone number.
And you said, no,
I said, I don't even have a telephone.
Like a liar.
I said, I don't even have one. I said, I live off the grid.
Oh, in her 50s. Try the toy boy, that's what it was.
Yeah, so she ain't getting me, I'll tell you that. Anyway, yeah, Christopher, Saeed, Charlie. Charlie. Yeah, Charlie's there as well.
Oh, he didn't tell me Charlie's there. Hi, Charlie.
Yeah, he says he knows. Now you know what to get her for Mother's Day: some chocolates and some flowers.
I know.
Or maybe a ticket to a retirement home.
I know. You said Mother's Day, but what about Easter? I want an Easter egg.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you, been looking at those like Easter eggs in Sainsbury's. I can't even keep it. I'm gonna have to go around the other side and push a wheelchair around.
My chair's supposed to come in this week. No,
you will do. Yes, I'll put the brakes on.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I might do some graveyard ones as long as people are not around there at the time, sort of thing. Hopefully, they don't like ask questions. I don't understand very good English, but I enjoyed of your voice. Yeah, you're great. Your writing typing's really good. And cheers for subscribing and all that. Does help.
Hey, I know. He said you. What about me?
Probably both of us, because we're both in the stream. Well, technically, you're halfway over the other side of the room. I've got a microphone so I can pick up my mum as well, so it gets her voice in there.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anyway, cheers for watching, guys and girls. Stay safe. Hope you enjoyed it.
I want an Easter egg.
Well, what about Christopher as well? You going to give him one?
Yeah, Christopher, you out as well, yeah?
No, are you going to give them Easter eggs?
No.
Oh, it's all for you, greedy bastard.
That's right.
Greedy bastard.
And Saeed, I will send you a biscuit as well.
Anyway, cheers for watching, guys and girls. I'll see you soon. And thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Christopher. And thank you, Saeed, for coming in. And anybody else who watches my channel as well. Cheers for watching. And if you guys and girls hear anything in those like EVPs, I'll be doing some more probably tomorrow and all that.
Or Tuesday.
Yeah. Bye, Saeed. Do I like Mark Waters, do you like green tea? No, I don't like tea at all. I actually just have, this is all I drink. This here, Volvic Summer Fruits, sugar-free, touch of fruit, natural flavoured water.
Is that me? I like my PG tea.
Take care. I will take care. Yeah, that's cool. I will do. You will take care as well. Hopefully you're still here by tomorrow.
My tea is PG tips.
PG tips, yeah. But don't worry, I won't be running those PG tips down your throat like one of your...
my great-grandmother.
Yeah, great-grandmother.
She was lovely.
Yeah. And don't worry, you'll be fine. Everybody will be fine. Anyway, you'll take care. And I'll see you on the next episode, on the next series of the episodes. You all stay safe and bye-bye for now.